What up?
What up, Wes?
Hey, ooh, your hair cute.
Thank
cute.
you.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip just hopped in. Love no quest, options. Yeah, I feel like I promote that song a little too much because I say that part all the time. It's because I'm always saying what's popping. Like I got a song coming out called What's Popping. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna give them a little promo until mine come out. You know what I mean?
I heard it. I do know what you mean. So how you been?
I've been great. I've been smiling since the first.
Great.
And I haven't stopped. And I ain't stopping no time soon. I'm keeping this going forever. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag game changer year. Hashtag the quest effect is real, baby. Let them know. That's my new drop. You know what I'm saying? No, for real. That's my new thing. The quest effect is real, baby. Let them know. You know what I'm saying?
You letting them know. So they get hypnotized and affected by it. Say, I already told you it's real. So
and anybody can be affected. Yep.
Use caution. You know how they have warning signs? Hey, I already gave the warning.
This is a warning. Nah, it's true though. And that's something, it's not a conceited thing. Mm-hmm. It's just a mentality thing, like we talked about last week. Mm-hmm. If I say this is my year, it's gonna be my year. If I choose to be happy, then I'm gonna be happy.
It's a mindset.
If I choose not to let you affect my energy, then I'm not gonna let you affect my energy, period. And some people think like, oh, she didn't change that and third. Because sometimes when you really fed up with a lot of things and you want serious change, it's just like certain addiction. Sometimes you gotta go at it cold turkey, period.
I get it because I realized that, I realized that now in my life, I think the Lord himself is telling me, Whitney, get it together. And I have been taking a lot of, I always took self-inquiry, but like my biggest struggle always been self-care. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You do it for everybody else all the time, and then you neglect yourself, especially, being a mom, a wife, a sister, a female. When you're a nurturer, you want to nurture everybody else and forget to nurture yourself. Hey.
Shout out to Sam. Shout out to Mark J.
Hey. And I've been experiencing that, you know what I'm saying, this year. I just actually left Carson Aesthetics. Shout out to her. She's if y'all up in CT, you gotta check her out. She does all types of stuff.
Body core. You're gonna go check her out.
But she does some really good health things, like personal note, because I said on this show we're authentic. We don't have layers. We what you see is what you get. We are who we are. I have both of my children. I had cesareans. I can't have natural birth. Like, some women can push babies out. I found out I can't. So for them to be here, they had to cut them out of me. And when you have surgeries, even if it's cesareans or anything, you can get scar tissue. And I have scar tissue, but it's affected me from my frame, my body. It's affected me more than some people, And my doctor was like, well, for you to get rid of it and have another surgery. I said, having another surgery is not going to make more scar tissue later. But Carson said she has this treatment that she does to break up the scar tissue so that it doesn't give me problems. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be just severe the problems you can have. Like you got bleeding. It can mess with your intestines, so your bowel movements. It can cause really bad cramping, muscle spasm, all types of stuff that you can experience as a woman if you have a cesarean. It can cause all those things, and I've been having complications with it. So I went to her today and had my first treatment. Right now I feel good, so I'm like, God, please let this work.
You look good.
Thank you, Boo. Because like I said last week, I've been working on holistic.
Hey, you let her know what's the original last name. Oh,
yes, little blood is in my stream. But like how I'm doing a hot yoga because my previous back issues. So everything I'm doing this year is a holistic route to take care of yourself. And I'm like, you know what? I'm getting older. I don't want to be feeling like I'm 70, even though if I look like I'm 20, let me feel like it. You know what I mean? So I'm taking all these whole holistic routes because you don't realize, like, my son will be 10 this year. And I know, I can't believe it. But those, it affected me 10 years later, that procedure. And then I have my daughter, she's 6, so she'll be 7 this year. And I'm having complications, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't realize, all the men out there, let me just tell you something. If you have a woman, all the men who have children, you need to go and love on their mama. I don't care what's the situation, because you don't have a clue what we go through to bring a child into this world. And I'm not just talking about the cesareans. I'm just talking about labor within itself, carrying a child with it. It takes your body through so much stuff that you don't realize you'll be dealing with your complications or side effects from it years, for the rest of your life. Forget years, for the rest of your life, And that's why I only have 2, because honestly, both of my kids almost took me out. Most of you, 99% of y'all don't know that. My husband was so traumatized. He's like, we're not doing this again. The first time, well, maybe it was the first time, a little fluke. But when the second time came even closer to having some serious issues, he said, we ain't doing this no more, because your life is more valuable than bringing in another kid in this world. 2 times. And I was like, yeah, I believe God is giving me a message. My crazy behind would have went for a third. But he's like, no. If these wasn't wake-up calls, how severe we were and how I had to stay in the hospital, have all this tests and everything happen. And I want to encourage all the women to listen to your body. You know what I'm saying? We have intuition. Your body speaks to you. Listen to it and take care of it. And I'm working on that, doing better. Even simple as drinking more water. That is very hard for me, guys. Please pray my strength in the Lord, because yes, I know you got some water, but it's hard. It's very hard for me to retrain myself, because when you've been neglecting yourself for so long and taking care of everybody else, even Quest, she has a comment sometimes like, yo, what did you eat today? I'd be like,
I think I had a peach. What?
Because I get so busy. I'm making breakfast, lunch, and dinner like a freaking, like Quest always said, this is like a bed and breakfast or resort. Every time she see me, I'm cooking or cleaning or playing something. And then sometimes I forget, like, I didn't eat today. I didn't have nothing to drink today. I just been everybody else around me eating and drinking. I keep food because I'm a foodie, but you get so tied up. Like, even Quest, I'm like, Quest, did you eat? She's so busy being a CEO.
Girl, I was just thinking the same thing. And it's just, it comes to the fact that when you're doing so much, because you're trying to get so much done and you're just trying to keep up with everything. And then it's crazy that at the end of the day, you're the one that get lost in the shuffle.
All
like
time.
it's like one day I was okay, I'm gonna go sleep at this time. Next you know, you're staying up this late. This time I'm gonna eat at least 2 meals. If I can't get the 3, and then you end up maybe 1.5, and then I'm not gonna eat this late, but then you want to do this. No, I'm gonna cook, I'm gonna save money. Like, you know what? Hey babe, can you get me a burger real quick and some onion rings?
It's hard. It's hard. Like, we were talking about how financing and getting money. That's hard. Yes, it is. Any type of change where you're used to a negative pattern, that's how you know the devil is real, y'all. Because staying negative is so easy. But trying to do the right thing is like pulling teeth. But I said to myself today when I was speaking to Nicole, who, she's a specialist in this, because I had a physical this week with my doctor. She said everything's good. And I think, what she said my problem was. But I was like, I'm important enough to start taking care of me. Starting today, I actually had this conversation with my mother. I said, starting today, I'm going to do a better job taking care of me. I'm actually going to write down my schedule. I'm going to write down what I eat before the day and make sure I do it. I'm going to start waking up early. I know it's going to be difficult because anytime you speak something, you get attacked. You know what I mean? Like Quest said, you're like, oh, I'm going to eat 2 meals a day. You only get 1. No, I'm going to eat my 3 meals and my snacks. Like, I'm going to do it. What's the point in having meal prepping? The meal is prepped. And that's how bad it is, guys. My meals I have prepped my meals and I still forget to eat them.
Facts.
All I do is eat it. Like, literally warm it up, or if I'm having a salad, put the dressing, whatever I want to do. And I forget to go eat it.
You know what's even worse than that?
What, T-Quest?
I did the same thing, but I had the meal with me here in the room with my desk and still didn't eat it.
It's just
But
like what
it happens.
you gotta retrain your mind, rediscipline yourself.
I mean, at the end of the day,
Exactly.
it's just like when people are like, "Oh, I tried to do this, but it didn't work." I'm like, "Look, nobody's perfect. You know,
No.
close to it." Mhm. But nobody's perfect. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna mess up. I tell people, I feel like my life was one of those movies where you reliving the same day every day until
Oh
you
my
get it right.
God.
It's true because I have yet to get it right. My movie would have been on the 18,000 sequel by now because she still can't get right. Like in the movie Life, still can't get right on the baby. Like it's crazy, but it happens. It really does. But
It's
it's
so
not.
right
It's,
though.
try it again. Like as long as you're not giving up, long as you're trying, not just. There's a difference from attempting and genuinely trying.
Yeah.
You're genuinely trying to change certain things. If it doesn't happen, go at it again. Like I always said it before, with restaurants, they stay in the red for years before they get into the green.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of businesses, you stay in the red before you get to the green. It happens, but it's up to you to keep going. If you make a mistake, as long as you really know what you want to do, it just try it again and again. Like I told you, I wake up every day trying it again. It still didn't work. Even today, it was to the point. It was like 3 o'clock afternoon. I'm like, dang, I ain't nothing today. Like I'm thirsty now. Like I did it again. Not on
Mm-hmm.
purpose. I'm not one of the people trying to be bulimic and not eat and starve myself. Yo, gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm hungry for this. Rah. But it's it's
But
true
it's
though.
true. It's so true. 'Cause even when I was at Nicole's Carson Aesthetic, she was like, "Do you need to get this, and this?" And I said, "I have all of those things." She said, "You got all this and you ain't using it." I'm like, "Mm-hmm. I bought all these things and I haven't used it. I probably did it once. I'm not consistent. I got all the stuff that I need, but I'm gonna do better. Even with my facial treatment, look, I'm breaking out like crazy. I don't know what's going on." One, she said they were like, "I need more water." So I'm gonna start drinking more water, and then I have to be consistent with this new facial treatment because I used
Mm-hmm.
to put stuff on my face, but because I'm getting older, they was like now I'm breaking out because my hormones are changing. So many different things are going
I don't
on.
know. I'm not nowhere near your age, so
Well, let's blame it. Let's blame it on the kids.
okay.
But as you get older in life, things happen. So I literally got smacked with a reality check. Like, yo, you need to get it together. And that's my
Put
goal.
your life together and you'll be just fine.
Oh, tell me what you want. But honestly, we're not perfect. No one's perfect. The key is, like Quest said, you have to really give yourself a really good, try. At least try for one day, then try 2 days. Even when it comes down to finances, try one day, then do two, and let it just keep on elevating from there. You know, that's
Mm-hmm.
what my suggestion is because I gotta do it myself. I really do. And then
Mm-hmm.
once you got one thing down, you can move on to something else.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I like the
And-
pink Quest. I like the pink today. I like the
oh,
braids.
thank you.
I like.
I'm just like I tell you, people talking. I'm all about that action. You know what I'm saying? And I said 2021, I'm coming in guns blazing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And just getting back to just living and being me and self care and self love. Like I said, on the meal thing today, is getting thrown off a little bit, but I'm still making an effort. Like I
Yeah.
made a smoothie last night for today. I just didn't get the chance to drink it, but I made it. Like so,
Baby
like
steps. Baby
I'm
steps.
trying to get it back on track. Like I be really trying to be done with work by a certain time, so I can go to sleep at a certain time, so I can wake up a certain time, and then if certain things come in, because what I do is pretty much on call, it'll throw me off. But I'm trying to make the effort. That's
Hmm.
better than nothing. Like right now, I got my water. It's a little warm now, but I still gonna drink it.
I should have my water. I really should because I just did the treatment. I need to drink
Get
water.
back to me. Wait, pink is my color. I remember time I said, Quest, why you wearing so black like you mourning all the time? I said, maybe I am mourning. You ever thought about that? Maybe I'm not happy.
Yeah.
But it's all about T Quest, Tara T Quest. and I'm doing me. I did like remember the beginning of last year I did all brown braids trying to be normal. But that ain't nothing normal about me. I'm doing colors. I actually want to find peach color braids.
Mm.
You know what
You
I'm
did different
saying?
colors because I remember you did purplish blue before. You do
Mhm.
like the autumn seasons. I like that you experiment with all these colors. I'm really plain Jane. I might add red here and there, but
You
I'm
know why?
natural. So I was just
Because I'm being authentically me.
that's you.
I like braids. Now I do my own braids. I love the color pink. I love colors. So I'm gonna be putting more colors in. With you, you love the natural look. You love doing your hair, keeping it, authentically you. And that's what it's all about.
Hashtag I do not love doing my hair. I would do my hair, but
I
I
ain't doing
love
all that.
do it got to get done. And I did this today because honestly, let me tell you what I wanted to do. I wanted to do like a high front ponytail. I saw somebody advertise that, so that's cute. But when I tried it, it didn't get cute. So I get to like a little mohawk. I see I got one, two, three, four. Like I get to like five, and
You
that's
know,
it.
you know,
Take it or leave it. I had to do
yeah.
something to it. But yeah. So Quest, I wanted to talk to you about something.
Am I involved?
Yes,
Okay, great.
it's hoodie season.
Hmm?
I said it's hoodie season.
Yes. Shout out to hoodie season.
I just want to know where I'm getting my GLN Rare Breed
Yes,
hoodie.
I'm
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 putting it on blast, y'all, because I
it's
can't wait
fine.
to get
It's
my hoodie.
fine. You'll get your hoodie. I'm just putting all the orders together, so I only got to go to the post office one time because you know how it is. Even though you live in a smaller suburban city, when you in a bigger city, don't post office be crazy long lines, and you better make sure you
Yeah.
got exactly what you need because then you got to get out of line. You got to get back in line. One time, I didn't know what I was doing. I ended up sending a book bag back to Connecticut and it charged me $50 to send the book bag. It should have never been $50 in the book bag. I should have put the
Mhm.
$50 in the bag. You know what I'm saying? No, when I thought about that, I said, did I really just spend $50 to send a book bag? Bruh, the book bag didn't even cost that much. So you got to be real on point when you go to the post office, especially if it's in the busy area.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But
I tell everybody they better put their orders in before you get to the post
yes,
office.
put the orders in before I get to the post office. I'm not trying to go twice. I'm probably looking at my schedule. It's crazy. I'm gonna try to go on Friday, but if I don't, I'm at least try to make it to Monday or Tuesday, the latest, and
Okay.
then we be good money. And it's to the point now. You know what I'm saying? If I'm only sending out your stuff, wait, you worked it, Bill. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Yeah. You
want
know
to
how
show
rocky I
you,
don't
and bring you bring. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, man, making people uncomfortable, making my haters uncomfortable. They was like, "Why you
Okay.
so happy?" I said, "You saying like it's a crime."
Why can't I be happy? I'll be happy when I go on my next trip though. When I go on my next
Ooh.
escape.
Oh my god, I can't wait. I can't wait to be naked.
Girl, I cannot wait. I need one. Everybody, you always going somewhere. You always. I said, but y'all don't understand. This is for my mental health. I need an escape, and now I really need to escape with my family because my kids are getting on my nerves. So when we go on the island, I just get to see the joy in them, and not the sit down, clean up, do your homework. Did you do that? Why are you online? Like I don't got time for that. Like I've
I
been
mean,
doing that.
like when we went out for my birthday,
Yes,
when we just was Tara and Whitney, call it
yeah.
a day. So
Yeah,
refreshing.
it's a different vibe. I told myself, so we need a family vacation, even though the family is going when we go on, in March. But I'm like, it's a different thing because, like told you guys, the kids been home since March of last year. Okay, no breaks, no nothing, no schooling, all day home to make sure they online, to make sure they're doing this. To make it's like, oh my god, I need a break, but I need a break with them where I can just enjoy them, enjoy us, at the beach, swimming, doing activities, not me cooking and cleaning, seeing if you did your work or is this assignment in like all day. Your teachers tell me you ain't live, go live. Like I don't have time for that. Like I'm over it. I'm so over it. They're supposed to start next week, and I hope they do. And the smaller
Mhm.
hybrid stuff, just because I think my personal opinion is being home for so long for anybody, but especially kids, it's like they don't feel like they're in school anymore. Like in the beginning of the school year, it's kind of like, okay, we're in school, let me get myself there. But now it's like they have too many breaks or too much liberty they could get off. And if you're not, micromanaging them, it's like,
It's facts. Just like when it came to like me and doing like entrepreneur type stuff, I was like, well, if I don't gotta wake up at this time, I'm not punching nobody's clock. Well, I could put this off to tomorrow, or I can just whatever. No, because at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, them bills still coming back around the same circular motion as it did starting on the first, regardless if you chilling or you not. So you still have to be like, they're not at school, but you got to still act like you're in school because you still got work to do. You still got homework. You still got tests, and you definitely going back eventually. So don't get too comfortable. And I had to learn that the hard way as I'm like trying to get back on track because at the end of the day, with the pandemic and stuff, things is changing, and we got to stay on point. But at first, we got to make sure we good first.
Exactly.
So, like right now, I just feel
go
like
back next week. They're excited as ever that they get to do hybrid. Oh my God, I get to go back to school. I said, well, I hope y'all keep this energy and keep y'all work ethics
I
up.
even tell them to hurry get back to school, but don't be on touching nobody, talking
Yeah, they know that.
nobody know hug.
I'm like, listen, this is a new regimen. The teacher's like, are they gonna take the bus? I said, no, they're not taking the bus. I will drop them and pick them up. I don't need them around a whole bunch of kids. I have lights on the car, so as soon as they get out, I'm like, sorry in my car. I was like, we got the walk-in porch. I'm like, no, you're gonna drop your clothes right here. Go to the shower. You in this shower, you in that shower. Watch out behind. Putting in clothes. Like, you're not gonna be bringing these germs in here. And since their school has uniform, I'm like, you have a whole separate basket just for your uniform clothes. Different masks every single day. Like, But I could tell watching them that, it is messing with their mental too. Like, like you said. And if it's hard for us as adults to kind of grasp and understand, I know it's hard for them to take things more seriously. Like, this ain't real school. This ain't real school. And he's right. It's really not real school. So we did have this conversation. I'm like, okay, if you do go to school, this is the rules. I don't want you touching, hugging nobody. Still social distance. I like that my baby's girls, both classes, I think are like, my baby girl's class has less than 10 kids in her class, in a whole classroom. So they're really social distancing. And I think the same thing for my son. So everybody's really, and they stay with the same kids the whole time. Like they don't really like switch for and stuff like that, which I like. They're in the same room, same kids, every Wednesday you work from home every Wednesday, which is still will be a half a day because they go and clean the whole school again. So the kids are in school for 2 days. You come home Wednesday, they clean the whole, do a real crazy clean to get everybody, to pour the chemicals in 2 days, and they'll do it again on the weekend. So I said, I get that. I understand. Even though they wipe stuff down, they don't have cubbies, but they said they have little baskets or personal baskets.
I mean, a little personal basket. Hopefully, I get me a little personal basket because that have that holiday coming up.
Or Valentine's, but it's personal baskets for they belongs. But I'm sending both of my kids to school with Lysol wipes, so each of them will have it, so they could be in their own person. Like, no, you need a Lysol your own desk. Keep all your stuff. Personal hygiene. This is what we're talking about. I'm like, you need to wash your hands because every time you see a freaking sink, wash your freaking hands. You know what I'm saying? Purell's okay, but washing your hands is the best. Going through those different important steps because I'm like, I haven't been sick in 2 years. Don't bring me nothing. Don't bring me anything. Okay? Yeah, I like my health and strength. I ain't trying to be. I don't like colds. I don't like any of those type of things. I like to be healthy.
Do you work too much, constantly on the go? Miss hanging out with friends, family, or even yourself? Do you ever feel like you need an escape? Whitney's Escapes is here to help with just that. We specialize in family travel, autism travel, group trips, vacations, staycations, and more. So when you're ready for your next escape, make sure you contact us at whitneysescapes.com. Follow us on social media at Whitney's Escapes as well. Whitney's Escapes, where your dreams become your reality.
You were saying?
You see how she just cuts me off in the middle of a sentence, don't even tell me, and then you still can watch me in the background while I'm eating my snacks. Like, it's so.
It's funny because I was thinking the same thing. I didn't mean to because you paused, and that's when I was gonna go in, but then you came back like double Dutch, right? I was like, dang, and then I see you.
Trying to eat, so I'm eating a little healthy snack.
Exactly. It's like on TV, you got a cue. You got 2 minutes on time.
You could have told me, y'all. You have to just be like. What the
It's better
heck?
that way. Hey, shout out to the Duchess. You know, speaking of Duchess, just hit me up and say, well, Duchess. Hey, are you guys still going to Panama in March? I'm like, it's her vow renewal. Because we're still going. You know, yeah, what are the dates of that? Because I want to go. I want to go. I'm just like, okay. Hey, Erica. Erica is who you need to link up with.
Okay.
Erica is popping. I mean, she's beautiful, sophisticated, entrepreneur. She even be having a little fun TikTok moments. You know, she has a great personality, professional. She just lit in the most beautiful, organic lady type of way. With you will love Erica. We got to get on the show one day. So, look.
Well, you need to do Ashley because Ashley supposed to book a trip, and I told her about Panama, and I'm just not hearing about it. Like, I'm done with Ashley.
Yeah,
Ashley.
She should have been on the trip, period. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm ready to be half naked on the island. She need to be right there with me. Okay, let's get it. Erica, we need you on the show one day. So if you're available on Wednesdays at 6, let us know so we could chop it up with you. Okay?
Definitely. We're going to start having people starting next month.
You know, you've been saying that for a while. I'm trying to have trust issues with you, so.
No, but I have people. But, you know, you have 20 million interviews. So
only got 4 today. Thank you. Only 4.
Right back to back. We were supposed to come on 6, but we had to come in earlier because Quest got 100 interviews. I actually was speaking to a couple of people who want to do it. I'm like, let me make sure I talk to my co-host to make sure she ain't overly booked.
I really be trying to book everything around the show because I value the show, I value you. But then there's certain situations, like after this, I'm, you know, interviewing a celebrity and I try to get them in last week, but you know, schedules, conflict, you know, Diddy, Obama, regular stuff.
Well, I do have at least 5, 6, 7 people who was like, yeah, let me get on the. I'm like, okay.
I bet we're gonna do that then. We're gonna do that.
I'm gonna start in February. We're gonna have some, you know, new people up here, talk about all types of things. You never know what.
Black love all February. Black love, Black businesses. Okay. Yeah. Black don't crack. Okay. Yes. All that.
Yes.
All that. That'll be so dope.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have my husband be when I'm with the guest. That's Black love right there. Don't be hating.
No, I was just trying to think if I was to bring somebody, who can I bring on that act you can tolerate?
I don't know.
No one. Nobody.
No, maybe I'll let you interview us. Do a Black love couple interview. See, that'd
be great. Yeah. I'm so excited. Hey, you already know David, Black love all day. We gotta highlight. Even though I'm not gonna talk about people should only be highlighted in February, but why not milk off what's already happening? You know, that's something like at Christmas. People give gifts and stuff, but you might as well milk off and give your people's gifts too. You don't have to, but you do. Like Valentine's Day, it's marketed as Day of Love and people give gifts. You know, you don't have to, but if that's what it's marketed for, okay. February is Black History Month, even though in my mind it's Black History every day. I'm Black and I'm making history. But I'm saying you all together and you know what I'm saying? Whitney over here looking like.
What I'm looking like? Why are you trying to come for me?
Don't come for me unless I send for you.
Why are you trying to come for me, though?
No, I think your hair is cute, man. You got the glasses, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta wear more. I told my eye doctor I wear more. I only have prescription in one lens, but I realized because you know it's only been 13 days in a year, and I already read like 4 books. Hashtag I'm almost reading 1 book a day. That was my goal.
Are you reading 1 book a day because it's a goal? And rushing through it, or
it's just so good. I'm reading Black love books, and you know I'm a helpless romantic, and I love love. So I guess you know I'm like, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen?
Do I still look cool or no?
You still cool, Quest. You always be cool. But yeah, I just realized because I'm reading more, I'm becoming a faster reader. So I've been reading, you know, I was probably because I got an alert. Oh, you're like 6, 7 books ahead of schedule. Because my goal was just to read 150 books a year because I know I get busy. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna read 150 books, so like 350, you know, just 2.5, whatever. So I'm like 150 is like almost half of the year, at least almost like a book a day. I mean, you know what I mean. But anywho,
these can't be books that's like 500 pages.
All of them are not. No, some of them. I think the smallest book is 200 pages. So
And it's on a Kindle, right? Speaking of Kindle, I know some people that's on a Kindle. Do you know people that's on a Kindle with? Who do you know that's on a Kindle?
That. Diana J. Written by yours truly, Whitney Lee. This is a beautiful children's book that I wrote based off my children. So if you guys have any children or don't have children, and you want to support, please download your free Kindle app and purchase the book. I believe it's less than $5. So I would really appreciate you go out there and support. I'm looking to see how many people do purchase this. So it's a series, and I would like to do book number 2. But if it doesn't go anywhere, it costs a lot to do the graphics and things like that. So please support and let me know what you think. I would love feedback. Definitely for all the parents up there, or what they say, I'm a great aunt, auntie babies. Like some people don't want to have kids, but they love being aunties or godmommies, or just friends who had kids so they can send them right back home. I get it. But please.
Hey, wait, hold on, wait a minute. We're not gonna just bypass. You gave my whole speech on live because that's my life. Like, there's some there's some people out there who are content with being an auntie, who their kids is still their kids, and then they have fun and then they bring them back. Like, really? Where you gonna put me on blast and then I'd be settled as if I was gonna peep game?
Well, it's true because besides you, other people be saying.
Oh, look at the Lord! I didn't realize I clicked that.
But yeah, please support. If you have read the book, please let me know what you think about it. I always do that. Thank you. I'm
ready for the next one.
Yeah, I really want to put the next one out there. I just want to give this some time to really. It hasn't even been 6 months yet, I don't think. So I want to give this some time so it can go through, and then I'm going to put it. And then also, if you are bilingual, I do have this book in English and in Spanish. So you can.
I am. See,
you can purchase it and support.
Absolutely.
But yeah, a lot of people have been hitting me up lately about escaping now. I'm like, yes, because 2020 was like, for me, when it comes out to business,
I don't want to be in the house anymore. Everyone's tired. Everyone wants to be in the house anymore. But I keep telling them, it's okay to want to be outside the house, but you got to do it the right way. Other countries are safer because you have to take a COVID test. The United States is not as safe because you can really just go to the next city and next state like it ain't nothing.
You really can. Then they tell you come home and quarantine for 7, 8 days. But I'm like, most people say, why aren't you doing anything domestic? I'm saying because I don't have to take a test and I don't know who was there before me and I don't really know their policies and procedures. When I go out the country, at least I know I had to take a COVID test within 2 to 3 days. People took the same test, and I feel more comfortable. I feel like I'm on vacation. Not like, yo, who was in this room? You know what I'm saying? You don't know, even when you're out doing stuff. People get, all willy-nilly and free, at least at these properties, and people drink stuff. Well, 2 days ago, they was negative. Like, and most of the properties now are not at full capacity. So, it's not, everybody's not on top of each other. They're taking it very seriously because a lot of these countries, which are the Caribbean countries, islands, they're small. So they can't afford to have a huge outbreak. So they are taking a lot of cautions and a lot of procedures and measures to make everything safe. Like I said, when I went to Grenada to November, 2 months ago, they had not one case of COVID. 0 cases of COVID. And they wasn't playing. We had to have our test. They took our test. They was like, They was not playing at that airport. They was not letting you know where. They'll put you right back on that plane. They said they can't chance it because it's a small island. And if somebody gets sick that drastically, it will spread so fast. And I don't even think I could do is respect it. It was a great place. I loved being there. So I tell people all the time, nope, everywhere I go for 2021, I think 2 places might be in the States because it's like trainings and stuff like that. But mostly everywhere else I'm going is international.
I'm trying to be naked. I just want to get in a pool, get all wet, and just be naked on the beach and just get some natural vitamin D and sip on like mojitos, margaritas. This time I want some tacos, empanadas, quesadillas.
Yeah, I can't wait. I was saying, I can't wait for our trip.
But I don't think none of that stuff is in Panama, is it?
It's a Latin island.
Look.
Probably got fungu, all types of good stuff over there. That's
Mm.
one thing I love about the resorts is that they have all types of different ethnic food. Like you always find like a Italian restaurant or Caribbean restaurant or like hibachi, steakhouse, American cuisines. So they always have
No, I
multiple.
don't want nothing American.
I know, but I like. Well, I do if they have burgers and stuff. It need to be American burger. Like
They can make me a fish sandwich. Because I almost called it a fish burger. A fish girl. You know.
You know, I love getting the seafood.
I can go for a Five Guys burger right now. But you know what? Bump that. I'm making myself. That's what
Well, I made some delicious bacon double cheeseburgers the other day. John was like,
I'm about to make tonight.
It was so good. I made actually steak. What I made this man? I made T-bone steak, baked sweet potatoes,
Not willy-nilly.
salad, and I made some like croissants. So I'm trying to watch my, trying to be healthier.
Yeah, I'm trying to be healthier too, but I still want something to eat.
Steak is good.
Steak is good. I was talking about it earlier how it's good so you can make a steak where it's well done but still juicy, but takes skill.
Yes, and my well done juicy steaks is delicious.
Nice, well.
Sometimes I'll always the cut of the steak too. So, T-Quest.
Yes.
How many more interviews you got today?
How
many more interviews you got tonight?
Well, I'm interviewing hip hop royalty Father MC. Yeah, me. And then after that, I was supposed to be on someone else's show, but I told them let's push it because I want to make sure they could promote me properly. Because like I said, I've done a lot. I've grown in a lot of areas. A lot of people respect me and what I do. And I'm like, if you didn't got time to do my commercial yet, I'll wait another day. We're going to do this. We're going to do it right. Everything I'm coming to 2021, we're going to do this. We're going to do it right. People are like, why are you coming up there? I'm like, because we all trying to grow. How come you're trying to grow with us?
Facts.
You know, and my thing is, I understand things happen. And I get it. The only thing I don't like is when people just don't communicate with what's happening.
Say that again.
They don't communicate with what's happening. I put it on blast right now. I was supposed to be on the show last night. I called them, no answer. I text them like, what's going on? I'm supposed to be on your show. And they're going to hit me up an hour ago talking about, oh, everything's going for next week. We're waiting on a flyer. The moment you were supposed to tell me that was yesterday when the moment you knew you didn't have the flyer to promote. You don't tell me the day after, tell me good next week, so I'm supposed to be okay with it. But then look at you like you crazy. And which is, it's not a big deal. It happens. I'm like, okay. And this is why I keep telling people, like, I'm happy-go-lucky, but I don't have time for everybody and their unprofessionalism and nonsense in 2021. Because if you don't have enough respect for me to hit me up in the call and say, I shouldn't have to tell you this and you should apologize later. Just stop doing it. Yeah. This is why I tell people I stay to myself for a reason.
Because you know what it is? People don't have integrity. And I was speaking to a young lady today. She said her goal for the new year is integrity and everything that she does. And if you don't know what that means, please Google it and read the definition. Do better, people. Do better. And lead by example. Stop acting like it's okay for you to be a hot mess, but if somebody's a hot mess, so you have a problem with it. So therefore, you don't be a hot mess and show somebody how not to be a hot mess. Not, tit for tat, or you a hot mess. And then somebody lets you know you're wrong, but like, you know what, I am wrong. I will do better and really do better. Like I tell my kids, don't tell me you're sorry. I want to see the actions. Actions speak more than words, okay? I'm saying for a reason. Don't apologize to me. Show me you're sorry.
Exactly.
Do better and be better. Yeah. That's what I'm going to leave you guys with today. Do better and be better.
Where I can't stop. Oh, I told you where I can't stop. Accountability. That's right, Mayor. That's right.
Yes, accountability. Take it. Take accountability for your actions. We're too grown for this.
That part, Nino. That part. Yo, shout out to Dave who always supporting. Shout out to Mary. She just that's like my new road dog. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like she hey T-Class, put her on blast. But we just gravitated immediately. Positive energy, positive vibe, and that's all I'm about. Shout out to Nino, DJ El Nino. He's on God Love Me Radio and he's definitely been helping me with a lot of stuff lately, just from the kindness of his heart. We're not even wanting anything in return. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, people like that is the people you need in your life and in your corner. Not too many people, let's be clear.
Yes, because
Not too many, but it's nice to have some dope, genuine go tos that when they say they got your back, you don't never gotta question it.
let them know.
Shout out to y'all. And most importantly, shout out to you, Winnie Lee. You are amazing. You are incredible. You know what I'm saying? You my boo.
Yeah.
I see all your strives and I see all your growth. Aging backwards, Benjamin Button. Like
I really be feeling like that with these freaking beauty marks is what I'm gonna start calling them.
absolutely, absolutely. So what's the love story or the love movie of the week that you recommend for people to read or to check out?
Well, you know what? I'm not gonna say a book to read, but I'm gonna say an author to read.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's better for me. So the author that I'm currently reading. No, I'm gonna let you read them. I gotta look around. I gotta look it up because I be going through so many books and I be forgetting who's who. Because what I've been doing to keep myself on track was downloading like 5 books at a time, but in order, so I know how to just read them. But one author I'm gonna hit her up because I want to have her on a Whitney's Escape show. Her name is Love Belvin, Love. Hey, and Belvin. Google her. Her books are deep and they're long, but they're good. Like she has 3 and 4 series, and it keeps on going. Like the elevations and all these authors that I've been reading. If you haven't checked out T Quest podcast or my podcast, we interviewed like 3 authors already. They have some great. We probably will talk about them more on the Love Month because all their books are Black romance movies.
Absolutely.
But it's just I love elevation of people because all of us are flawed creatures. And one thing you learn about when you read and in life itself is that the problem in most relationships, no matter what it is communication. And a lot of times used to be like, if they just communicate with one another, they won't have no problems. But a lot of people haven't been communicating with each other. So we need to break that cycle and communicate in business and relationships. Just communication. Be accountable and authentically you. Don't sugarcoat and trying to figure out, who feelings you're gonna hurt.
Absolutely. I say that stuff all the time. Communication is so important. And even though we say it, I don't always do it to a certain degree. Sometimes I just be like, you ain't worth the energy. I'm okay. Yeah. And sometimes that's okay too.
Sometimes not communicating is communicating. But when it becomes a problem or when it's a negative outlook after, if it's not resolved, like, I'm in a committed relationship, so I have to communicate, but I can't always say everything because then I'll come like a nag or somebody feel like they're imperfect. But no, sometimes I communicate by not saying anything, and sometimes I'm reserved because you're like, okay, this is how I'm gonna go about this route. This is how I want to do it.
This is how we do it.
And also, when you do communicate with people, give them time to process what you're saying and to show you that they heard you.
Yo, I said it to somebody. They was like, why you hesitate? I'm like, because, it's smart to think before you speak. You just said something to me. Let me digest it. Let it marinate so I can respond to you properly. It's not always a good thing because someone's quick. Sometimes they're so quick because they never really listen to what you're saying. They didn't get a chance to even digest.
I tell my son that all the time. I said, stop being on defense and listen to what I'm saying. Because your response is something that you heard the first 2 words, and then you got to respond. You don't even know what I'm about to say. Stop doing that as people. Listen to people to hear them, not to respond. That's also a part of communication. When someone is communicating something to you, your job is to listen.
Listen, Linda. Listen.
Not to respond. Everything doesn't need a verbal response. Some things do. Some just need to be like, okay, I got it. And then your response could be your actions. Come on, let's grow. Growth. 2021. We just came out of pandemic. If you haven't elevated, God help you. But thank you for tuning in this week because we don't want to give you too many jewels that then you don't remember nothing we said. Give you a couple, let it marinate. And hopefully you use it between now and next week. Maybe you give us a testimony how you communicated or you had integrity or accountability and you're doing better this year, or you actually had your 3 meals a day and drunk your water like you're supposed to. And Ashley hit us up about a trip. Mm-hmm. I ain't forget Ashley. Just because I ain't harassed you don't mean I forgot.
Mm-hmm. Well, as always, it's been a pleasure.
It has been.
Your T-Quest. You can find me on all social media platforms at TQuestGLM. Download your T-Quest mobile app in your Google Play Store and your App Store for free. Sign up for my mailing list on my website, GottaLoveMeWorld.com. Look at it at the bottom of the screen. You can purchase my merchandise, my clothing line. You can support me there. You can buy my music on my website. You can go through me and not go through Apple or streaming on Spotify. You can still stream it, but buy it first. You know what I'm saying? That's just showing that you're really supporting me and what I do. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, got that new single with that on streaming platforms. Like I said, buy it from me first from GottaLoveMeWorld.com. Then go stream it. Buy, then stream. You hear me?
What up? This is the one and only T-Quest and my new single, What Up? Produced by Inaria Pro Major Productions. It's streaming right now. You can stream it on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon, and more. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms at TQuestGLM. Download your T-Quest mobile app in your Google Play Store and your App Store. And always remember, the Quest effect is real, baby.
Let them know.
Great job.
All 2021.
Yes, but you guys already know who this is. Whitney Lee, the #1 travel agent in the world with the #1 travel agency. If you're not following me, please follow me on all your social media platforms at Whitney's Escapes. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Whitney's Escapes LLC. And you can email me at travel@whitneysescapes.com, or you can go through my website, www.whitneysescapes.com. You can check out trips that we have going, pictures. If you have any questions and you want to do your escape for 2021, hit me up. Sooner the better. I tell everybody that because, like I said before, most properties are not going over a certain percentage, so they're booking faster. And people are like, why? People travel if they're only doing 30%, that books up real fast. So if you want to escape this year, please hit me up. Please support and download that free Kindle app and get my new children's book, Jayon and Jayon Big Surprise. I really appreciate it. And like I said, like always, please, we love feedback. Let us know what you think. We will be having some special guests, so stay tuned.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah.
Coming on soon. Get ready.
Yes. But thank you for tuning in. Until next week. Bye.
Bye.